Okay, guys. Last but not least, my fire signs. Fire signs consist of the Aries, Leo, and the Sagittarius. So, go ahead and shuffle these cards so we can get started with this reading. I kind of like the air signs. They're like so passionate and so creative. I dig them. But anyway, let's go on with this reading. Okay, Aries. I see you went through some I'd say some obstacles or some troubles or something had to come apart, come undone in order to be rebuilt back up. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually, you can find peace in that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it may seem like that it was unfair to you or that the situation wasn't as good as you hoped. And then when everything came crashing down, you felt like maybe it was your fault or maybe, had you done something different. But certain things have to fall apart, have to come undone in order for it to be rebuilt. So this situation had to come apart. It had to be rebuilt. Everything had to start over from ground up. Okay, so that's your energy for this week. Maybe, we're going to go through something that has to be, has to be torn down in order to be rebuilt. Okay, Leo. Mighty Leos. I see a lot of grandeur, if you understand what I mean, in your reading, as far as you feel very proud of yourself, and others may be feeling just as proud of you. Probably had some changes recently, maybe went through some trials before, but you kind of got that second win, that second chance to make things right, or that second chance at that opportunity that you may have missed. Sagittarius, your card just popped out, and it's funny that this card popped out. It's the Magician, the master of the craft, of all crafts, of everything that they touch, everything that they attempt. The only problem is, this is a very you have to be very focused in order to do this. And a lot of times with our fire signs, as passionate as you are and as enthusiastic as you are, it's kind of like you got ADHD. You can't just stick with one thing. So, magician is a magician. I mean, he's a master of all crafts, not of one craft, but of all crafts. He's a master of his own destiny. Whether he chooses to use it is another thing. Now, I think this card is very inspiring for this week. I think you should take some leaps that you haven't taken or you've been stalling on. Go ahead and make that move. Go ahead and do what you've been plotting on in your head. That's a very positive sign for the week, as far as moving along in your crafts and moving along in the things that you desire to do. I'm sorry, camera fell. Alright, so let's go ahead and break these down for each of these sides. Aries, let's see what we got for you. Clarification. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I see you did a whole lot of soul searching, a whole lot of thinking, a whole lot of trying to understand the situation, trying to understand what caused the situation, what caused whatever this was to crumble. And I think you need to find your peace within. I think you need to bring yourself together, calm yourself, and center yourself. You know, be one with yourself. You need to understand what is it within you that is making this happen. And it could be something as simple as your mindset. Maybe you're thinking it's going to happen, so eventually it does. You know, sometimes our own thinking gets in the way of us achieving our goals. So I think you should look within that look deep within yourself. Find that spiritual connection or that center that you need to find in order to move past the situation and let it be rebuilt. Let it be rebuilt. And I say that with emphasis. Let it be rebuilt. Don't try to force anything. Don't make any rash decisions. Just let things be rebuilt. And you'll see a greater change with that. All right, Leo. Let's see what we got. Okay, so like I said, you felt like, you know, you're feeling very proud of yourself, and others may be feeling proud too. And I see that because you've had recently a completion or a finding that stable place, that good place in your life, so where you feel like things are getting better or are better, and you looked within and you found that center, and it feels good. So this week is a very positive week for you. You'll continue to reap the benefits of your reward. I mean, you'll continue to reap what you sow, basically. And obviously this was a very good season. All right, let's see what we got for our Sagittarius. Ooh. The sun jumped right up of there. Okay, I think you need to stop worrying so much about whether or not you're going to be able to achieve the goals that you set. I mean, you're going to have some ups and some downs. You're going to have some things that have to be, you know, let go in order for you to achieve this. But overall, it's turning out pretty good. I see you have the sun in your reading. So it means that, you know, you're getting to that warm feeling, that good feeling, that where you feel like you've achieved your goals, or you're so close to achieving your goals that, you know, all I see is up for you guys. So right now you need to just focus on your craft, focus on what you're trying to get across, focus on what you're trying to do, so that you can, you know, you can reap your rewards. I mean, you may have felt like you were stuck, or you had some issues that were coming up, with some people that, you know, weren't living up to your expectations, or living up to what they were supposed to. But everything has to go through a cycle, and it was just a cycle. Right now, focus on your craft, focus on what exactly it is that you want, and you'll achieve it. All right, let's do a love reading. I'm going to pull one card for you, Zodiac. Let's see what we got here. All right. Sometimes I feel like I have to shuffle more sometimes. I guess I don't. So, Aries. Kind of feel like it's a Taurus energy. You may have felt like she or he, or I don't know if it's a family thing, but I'm kind of getting a relationship or a relationship, and you kind of felt like she was maybe being a little secretive or a little and I say she because I have the Mother of Wands. Let me show you. And that's a feminine energy. I also have the Hierophant, which represents a Taurus or an earth sign, and specifically the Taurus, but it could be an earth sign. And you may have felt like there were some secrets or some things that weren't brought to your attention. Just be mindful that sometimes, and I say this because I'm looking at your overall reading, sometimes we get lost in our own thoughts or lost in our own assumptions of what could be. And I think the determining factor is communication in this situation. I think there needs to be more communication, clearer communication. Sometimes people have the tendency to not be able to, they can communicate, you're talking to each other, but you're not understanding each other. So I think you guys, whether this be a male-female relationship or a family relationship, you need to learn how to communicate on the level of the other person. Okay. And vice versa. Okay. Leo, let's see what we got. Okay. So, I see that the Leo is finding, is in love, looking for some grounding, some roots, some security, and there may already be some grounding there, some security there. It just may be not visible to you. There's a chance for this relationship or this situation to be reborn if you look beneath the surface. If you look past what you see or past what's just given to you. Look past that. Okay. Sagittarius. Okay, I see in your love, you're starting to find some stability or some type of security. Maybe things have been a little shaky, or things have been you've been unsure about some things, kind of trying to not search around but feel things out, and there may be starting to be some stability in that situation or in a new situation coming in. You have the Four of Cups, and that represents, a stable situation or a stable foundation. So just be aware of that. Let's see the overall energy of the week for my fire signs. Okay. It's been you're kind of getting into your own mind a little bit, or you have been getting into your own mind a little bit, but you're nearing that. Your train of, how do I put this? Your thought patterns are changing. You're starting to appreciate yourself a little bit more, appreciate what you want, and you're starting to realize that no matter what obstacles are coming your way, you're strong enough to get past this. You just gotta, stand firm. I mean, you guys are very, you're like you're like my poets. So you gotta learn how to express it that way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to live fluidly within your own words or your own passions. And once you guys start doing that, y'all can skyrocket to the moon. Okay, guys, this has been the reading for fire signs for the week of April 10th through the 17th. I'll be doing another reading Sunday. And if you guys are interested in the reading, I'll put my email in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Until next week.